So you've got that stereo with 10,000 watts going, or you have enough outside lights to land a 747. Then you probably need more charge. Well, you can juice things up by installing a new alternator. Just read any of the descriptions for the new alternators. They will say things like, just one wire, uses all existing mounting hardware, and all sorts of other convincing statements. The reality is, there is really some very basic things to consider when you or a customer wants to upgrade their charging capabilities. The alternator is the only source producing electrical energy in the vehicle. Many might say the battery is a source, and it is, but only a storage source. On its own, a battery cannot produce electrical energy. The alternator is considered a rotating electrical part of the vehicle's electrical system. Interestingly, an alternator actually produces alternating current. Of course, vehicles today utilize DC or direct current. A series of diodes are utilized within the alternator to switch the current from AC to DC. Alternators come in all sorts of sizes, capacities, and shapes. So how should the proper upgrade be chosen? The first logical consideration should be, what are the new requirements for the new alternator? This would be expressed in amps. If the original vehicle had a 65 amp alternator, then the delta, or the difference of what the new demand is, will dictate what size the new replacement will be. Of course, a percentage over the calculated load should be figured in for abnormal loads that might occasionally be placed on the system. Next is the physical dimensions. Will the existing mounting points match up to the new unit? Will new brackets be needed to be fashioned so that the alternator can be securely mounted? Vibration is a concern and must be minimized. When planning on mounting points, careful consideration must be given to alignment. The drive system needs to be perfectly aligned with existing drive components. If the system is using a serpentine belt drive, tolerances are very tight, and tensioners and idlers need to be considered in the changes. Next is the wiring of the new unit. Many alternators claim to be one-wire installation. This will work seamlessly in some cases. In others, it will cause problems with other electrical gauges and/or components. Wire size or gauge needs to be considered. If a significant increase in current flow is planned for, the existing wiring was probably not designed to carry these loads. In some cases, relays may have to be installed to carry the loads to a higher draw position of the new system. It is possible that the original battery or one battery system is not going to be enough storage to supply the current demands of the new system. In many cases, a second battery will need to be added to adequately store the amount of current being produced by a larger alternator. It sounds so easy to upgrade the alternator, but there are significant calculations and planning that go into an effective and safe alternator upgrade. I'm Scott Schreiber, and thanks for being with us.